Weight loss plateaus are common, and eventually you do want to plateau after you've achieved your weight loss goal. But you don't want to hit a weight loss plateau when you're nowhere near your goal. There are certain rules that you can follow to avoid these weight loss plateaus, so let's get into it. The first rule is to avoid the general eat less mentality. In other words, don't just cut and reduce your calories week to week. Maybe you need a different approach. This will absolutely work in the short term. However, if you keep doing this week after week, eventually you're going to hit a plateau. Unfortunately, this eat less mentality doesn't discriminate where your weight loss comes from. This means that yes, you may lose a percentage of your body fat, but you'll also lose some water. And depending on where you are in your fat loss or weight loss goal, you may actually run into some muscle loss. People who are generally very, very lean already and don't have a lot of more fat to lose are at a bigger risk of actually losing muscle mass if they just eat less. However, if you have a lot of fat to lose, you don't have a greater risk of losing that muscle mass. When you lose fat, you want to preserve your muscle mass as much as possible. This is because if you do lose lean muscle mass, your metabolism will downregulate and will lead to a weight loss plateau. However, if you maintain your muscle mass during your fat loss phase, you'll maintain a healthy metabolism, making it easier to lose fat, not just lose weight. If you were to simply eat less and lose muscle mass, that means you would have to keep eating less and less and less as your metabolism slows down from losing muscle mass in order to continue achieving your goal, which is definitely not sustainable up to a certain point. My second rule is to add, don't subtract. Rather than just eating less, try to focus on incorporating more of the foods that do help support your metabolism, and as a result will help maintain your muscle mass. By incorporating more foods that prevent muscle loss, we'll be avoiding that weight loss plateau. And these foods will be primarily rich in protein, because protein is absolutely essential if you're trying to attain a body recomposition goal where you are losing body fat and maintaining or even gaining muscle mass. In addition to that, eating more protein will help you feel a lot more full and a lot more satiated at your meals. And as a result, you will be less tempted to snack or graze after your meal, which will increase the amount of calories you eat. And as a result of that, it probably will kick you out of that calorie deficit that you're trying so hard to stay in. Other nutrients that will help decrease cravings and increase satiety are fiber and fats. All three of these nutrients, protein, fat, and fiber, help increase our satiety hormones, peptide YY and CCK. These hormones tell our brain that we are full, we're satiated, and we don't need any more food to keep us full. In fact, you've probably heard of some GLP-1 medications such as Ozempic, which focus on artificially increasing GLP-1, which is naturally produced in the body to help shut down hunger. But did you know that you can increase the amount of GLP-1 in your body by eating foods that are super high in protein, fat, and fiber? Some of my favorite foods that help increase my satiety are beef, whole egg, chicken breast, avocados, nuts, and seeds. So all veggies like broccoli and Brussels sprouts. Another rule is to not burn fat doing exercises. In other words, don't try to burn as many calories, especially during your resistance training workouts. The problem with this is that people try to burn their calories doing exercise, especially cardio. I have nothing against cardio. In fact, it is fantastic for your cardiovascular health. However, it should be sprinkled into your program, and it shouldn't be the means of you getting lean. In addition, if you do too much cardio and you're already very, very, very lean and eating very low calories paired with very low protein, you are likely going to lose muscle mass, and it's probably why you're at a plateau. In addition, your body adapts to cardio very rapidly, meaning that in order to lose more weight, you'll probably have to keep increasing your cardio every single week to still see any weight loss changes. This can be very extreme and not sustainable for many people. So instead, let's focus on resistance training because it will help maintain and build muscle mass, which you need for a healthy metabolism. People usually want to stay away from resistance training is number one, probably because it does burn less calories per session than cardio does. However, metabolic effects of resistance training far outweigh the benefits of cardio because your body is repairing, it's synthesizing new tissue after your resistance training session is done, and you're actually burning a lot more calories after that resistance training session, and no calories are being burnt after your cardio session. Number 4, and it may be very controversial, is to eat more when your body tells you to eat more. Now, if you are working with a coach, listen to your coach. Trust your coach. For those of you that don't have coaches or don't have an objective opinion about your progress and your physique, this is something you want to be very careful of. Now, there will come a point where you're using the right food strategies of getting enough protein, fat, and fiber in your diet, and initially, yes, you will feel nice and full, satiated. However, eventually, you're gonna feel a lot more hungry, even incorporating lots of protein, fat, and fiber, especially if you are resistance training regularly. But as your body fat starts to decrease and your muscle mass starts to increase or is maintained, now the body actually needs more food to sustain your muscle mass and sustain your metabolism. Now, if you ignore this hunger and you just eat what you are currently eating, then this could result in the body starting to lose muscle mass and result in the similar plateaus. So it may seem counterintuitive, however, you need to fuel your body for your resistance training workouts and recovery so you can support your metabolism. Let me know which rule you will be implementing in the comments below. That's it for me, guys. Make sure to give this video a huge thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram, and I'll see you next time. Bye.